Smash Your Fears, Live Your Dreams by John Webb. Chapter 3, The Lottery Test. One of the biggest obstacles that gets in the way of living your dream life is by settling for what you have with the view that this is where you're destined to be forever. It's so easy to join the majority of society and just live an average, unexciting life. But I'm here to tell you that this doesn't have to be your future. The fact is that we are just one decision away from taking a new path towards a better life for ourselves and our family. But we will only make this decision when we can open up our mind to new possibilities. The mind is like a parachute. It always works better when it's open. If you ask people what their goals and plans are for the future, the majority of people haven't got a clue. In fact, research shows that people spend more time planning their holidays than their future. I believe the reason for this is that people allow their dreams and ambitions to get destroyed by fear and self-doubt. But you can achieve whatever you want. There are no limits, except the limits you put on yourself. I hold a very strong view that if you're not living the life you dreamed about, then fear has been the enemy that has held you back. It might be buried really deep in your subconscious mind, but at some level it has prevented you from taking action. During our time together, as you read this book, you will identify your fear and deal with it. But first you need to recognise what fear has cost you so far. I like to use what I call the lottery test to access whether people are truly happy in their lives, and it works like this. Let me ask you these few questions. If you won £5 million on the lottery tomorrow, would your life change, yes or no? Would you give up your job? Yes or no? Would you move to a bigger and nicer house? Would you buy a different car? Is there somebody that you would help financially? Would you feel happier and less stressed? Would you go on a different holiday? Would you spend your time differently every day? Now, if you answered no to most of these questions, then that's a great indication that you are pretty happy with your life, and another 5 million wouldn't change much for you. What a great position to be in. I'm sure if Sir Alan Sugar or businessman Sir Richard Branson won this amount of money, their lives would carry on as normal. I can think of a few other people that I know that their lives wouldn't necessarily change if they won this money. But if you answered yes to most or some of these questions, that is an indication that you're not living your dream life. It shows that if your financial limits were removed, then life would be very different for you. I'm not bringing you this realisation to make you feel unhappy, but to just impress upon you that you could do so much more with your life. And I know deep down in your heart there's something that you want. This is something you want to do. Again, we all need to accept that if we're not living our dream life, then at some level fear and self-doubt has prevented us from doing so. And I don't know about you, but I'm not going to let this stop me anymore. Are you with me? You don't need to win the lottery to live a happier and more fulfilled life. You can start right now as you have all the tools within yourself to start making changes. Let's deal with this enemy called fear once and for all and put you on the path to true freedom. So here's a few action steps and a few questions that I would like you to answer honestly. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you in your life? With 10 unbelievably happy and 1 miserable. So just rate yourself between 1 and 10. Are you living in the house you always dreamed of? Yes or no? Are you working in a job or business that you are passionate about and would do even if you didn't get paid for it? Are you spending as much time with your friends and family as you want to? Are you in great health? Do you feel proud of your achievements? Does your current level of income allow you to do whatever you want? Now, I'd like to congratulate you on answering all these questions, and if you haven't, I would highly recommend you to do so because it's a great assessment for your life. It's good to assess from time to time where we are and where we want to be. The questions that you answered no to indicate the areas that you need to work on, and the great news is you can. On the how happy are you with your life question, if you didn't answer 10 out of 10, then there's a gap between where you are in your life and where you actually want to be. Recognising this fact is a positive move in the right direction, as it will force you to think about how you can bridge that gap and get your life nearer to a 10 out of 10. Many of my life coaching clients started at 5 out of 10 in this life happiness question and ended up being 8 out of 10 after the coaching. So that type of transformation can have a massive effect on your day-to-day happiness. Of course, we all have areas in our life that we need to work on, and it's a constant push to improve ourselves that makes life exciting. The next chapter is going to help you understand what fear is and where it comes from. The first key to overcoming it is understanding it. And always remember, the biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. And that's a great quote from Oprah Winfrey.